Isn't it fascinating how in the span of just a few years, brand new technology immediately finds itself obsolete to the discoveries of new ways to enhance our daily lives. Sometimes as something as simple as a microwave, or something as devastating as a weapon on a massive starship that can lead to entire planetary annihilation. Welcome back to the Glowpearls Conclave. We still have our tiny fleet that we are now needed to consider that oh, they're actually getting really strong over here. Yeah, they've actually already got their own carriers. Oh man, can I focus on what this carrier may have? See, those two carriers are pretty big. Looks like kinetic weapons, kinetic weapons, kinetic weapons. Oh man, they're fully focusing on countering us. So if I recall correctly, kinetic weapons... Oh, they do improve shield. I could also just be missing their lasers or whatnot. Fascinating. Oh, we have an available envoy who now can be reassigned, so we're going to have you start spying on the Decepticons. So that way, because they're not to be trusted either. They are friends with my enemies, and the friend of my enemy is my enemy, whereas the enemy of my enemy is my friend, which are these two right over here. At this point, alright, so we're at 5,000 fleet, and let us see what it will jump to by upgrading all of these ships. Oh man, it's also taken a little time to upgrade everything. It's no longer an immediate push, but they're all being upgraded just fine. They now have their shields. Oh man, that one upgrade. So 4 of our 41 ships have upgraded, and we gained 500 fleet power.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
New pieces actually occurred, and the Omnians, the driven simulators, are very much pushed all the way back to what looks like their only system. We have now finished researching faster colony development speed by giving control of the colony ship to an artificial intelligence. The crew and colonists can be suspended in a deep sleep. Fascinating. We can go ahead and go with better shields, listening posts, better traction. You know what, we gotta go with these gravitonic sensors. And we also finished researching psionic theory. The mind is in many ways a reflection of the universe itself, a microcosmos. All species may not reach this insight, but their minds are tools greater than any other. We can pick up a Doctrine of Fleet Support for improving our naval's capacity for free without having to else. We can also go with Eco Simulation to improve our food, which right now, I mean, we're kind of just dancing on an okay spot, or Adaptive Bureaucracy to fix our Unity spending, which really is probably what I kind of want at this moment. Oh man, all of these are excellent choices, but I think the appropriate option is Adaptive Bureaucracy, because we can just buy more food and it's just fine, because we're overflowing with energy credits. Minerals would be just fine. Ooh, speaking of stuff that is having too many things. Oh, dang, we don't have anything with too much stuff is the issue. Dang, that is a bummer. Wow, we really do need to fix our consumer goods, because I am buying way too many. That is one upsetting thing with the way this empire works, is you end up having way too many pops kind of just on their own jobs. You can't fix them to be where they need to be. They're stuck on a whole bunch of lower end jobs. Oh. Ooh, our Grand Storyteller has leveled up for their first time, making ship upkeep better, or consular experience gain. Yes, we're going to make them a better politician for the time being. Would, however, loved to hurry up and get that 5-year reroll going. Ooh, and Brea Laura has too much seaweed. You know what? We can go ahead and improve these farmer jobs so That way, it fixes our food issue. Perfect. Now all of our pups are happy. What else needs to be done?
Construction complete.
Oh, Corvale, you finished building the hydroponics bay. Oh, and all the trade hubs. Fantastic. And I can definitely... Generation. Oh, it's gotten a little bit better. They have a slightly better opinion of us. Our economy has actually gotten better compared to theirs, where they're no longer overwhelming, they're only superior, but they have so much fleet power compared to us. Improve relation now. We need to go and offer a trade deal. I want more favors. We're gonna go ahead and keep buying favors from them over here. Oops. Double holding on control is not gonna do it. We need shift control 4,000. $4,636 energy credits. I would love you to owe me a favor. Perfect. And we're slowly gonna get that fixed over time. Excellent. Go ahead and keep trying to cheese the system as much as possible. I need better alloy production. I've got so many construction ships. You are costing me upkeep. You know what? At this moment, we're gonna go ahead and disband 2 of you. And I want you to go back home. Because I really only need 1 at this point. Speaking of things, if I really need or not, situation log, new space. For the amoebas, I do need to consider if we're actually research them. You know what? It's time to research them as well as these drones. Because while I don't really need the deep core mining immediately. We can wait a little bit on that. So we'll get those done in 8 months. Terraforming of Jincath has completed, and we have our first ocean world. We're gonna go ahead and colonize that with, not the Asparians. We are lacking in consumer goods, which we can go ahead and fix that. There we go. We're just gonna buy it. And then, Glowpearls, go ahead and settle there on Jincath Prime. It's perfect. Excellent. So that is our first terraformed world, and we're gonna get even more planets. Assets has been acquired. We now have an official within the Avarian civic hierarchy. Excellent. Espionage. Let's acquire yet another asset. Asset. Our infiltration currently go up to 50. Love. That's go a little bit even, just a lot higher. Go ahead and accept that. Launch that. Let's see what else we can be doing. Espionage. Really get patient, or can I save for acquiring an asset? Yeah, we can save for acquiring an asset. And you, I believe we're still at truce. Yes. For another 6 years. So we have 6 years to make our fleets even stronger. Ooh, our fleet has finished, and it has gone from 5.1 to 7.6. Yes! That is so much more satisfying. I do, however, want to really consider the idea of just adding cruisers. 1, 2, oof. That is very expensive. I forget how many. Okay, so frigates cost 1. Oh no! I forgot to set my timer. Speaking of timer, okay, we're recording. We have 9 minutes. Audio. Okay, we're fine. Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves 2 cruisers here. Bring us to 57, whenever it is appropriate. You know what? We're also gonna get rid of all of these corvettes. Boom. And I love the idea of one frigate. How much is it going to cost us to fully upgrade our ship and reinforce? That's only for 1 ship. Is there a button, like, how much would it actually be for everything that I'm missing? 3,000. We have plenty of exotic gases. So what we're gonna do at this moment, we're now gonna go ahead and start selling off a lot of, not that many, a lot of our exotic gases. We're gonna go ahead and make sure we're always getting positive. But we can sell one of our consumer goods, and then we're gonna be buying alloys again and try to get a new fleet up and running. That should be a lot better. It's not going to be perfect for the time being, but it's going to be better. Construction ship-wise, however, I think it is time for us to go ahead and just... Ooh. Did you... Something went wrong. Your contact, interesting. You are a xenophile and a spiritualist. Praise the divine for this meeting. The Thembolon Divine Empire. Well met, alien. I represent the Thembolon Divine Empire, led by the illustrious Archprophet Quaget the First. We rule our region of space under a divine mandate, and so long as you do not interfere in our spiritual affairs, we look forward to learning more about your culture. Perfect. I look forward to our future relationship. Let's go ahead and try to bring these together again. Alright, so what happened here? Why are you destroyers? That's so 5 of these for some reason just aren't counting. Fascinating. I'm gonna go ahead and just remove those. Spymaster and reports. We have laid claim as part of the Aquarian Hive entity and asset. Perfect. We now have yet another relay node that we can use to our benefit. Fascinating. We can currently go up to infiltration level 40, and when it is appropriate, we'll try to gather another asset in order to see everything. I mean, I could also gather information. Their encryption's really strong, right? I need to fix that, I guess. Is there anything I could actually be building? Disruptor fields, transit hub. What should that do? Automatic resettlement of other colonies is enabled for unemployed slaves. Ooh. Disruptor field, shield hit points is reduced. Resource silos. Nah, none of that. We're not going to worry about any of that. And we're still researching the space amoebas, as well as the drones.
Incoming transmission.
Ooh, establish an embassy. I fully agree. Where are you? Where are these friends? Oh, they're on the other side of space. Let's go ahead and... Okay, so, we have an embassy with them. But they're so far away is the issue. Like, look at this. So we don't have enough intel, but let's go ahead and try to improve relations. We're gonna move away from the... Spy network. Right over here, the Decepticons. Seaweed, you need a job. Would make them a soldier, I think? Yes, I can make them a soldier. And it's not quite what I'm... Yikes. This is not a great planet. A lot of jobs that, there's too many of them. Okay, population, and they're growing even more seaweed. Yeesh, not a great planet at all. We're gonna go ahead and build ourselves another city district, but we're gonna get that soldier job for even more naval capacity. Sometimes, I guess, we may just make them a whole bunch of soldiers. Ooh, we're about to have brand new leaders. The Omnian Collectors are now no more. They've been destroyed by the Avarians. The Driven Simulators are no more. And the leader pools have now refreshed. So, we are trying to get a new governor. And look at this. All of them, they're level 1, but they have 2 traits already. Oh, it's beautiful. We can start off with, ooh, an army veteran, army build cost, army build speed, ship upkeep, or edict funding, and ship... Oh my gosh. Milk Bale right over here also is an extremely young age of 27 is perfect for our entire empire. We are absolutely going to hire Milk Bale into the empire. Mara Milky, I am sorry, but your services are no longer quite required. Idle leaders, Mara Milky, thank you very much for your brief time, but your services are no longer required. Enjoy your retirement. Next, government. Definitely want them to become... I can switch them up as however I see fit. We're going to go ahead and just make them our grand storyteller for now. Yeah. Perfect. And let's check for new scientists. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yep. Alright, so we have, ooh, look at this leader right over here, Mara Aiton, over here, a scientist that's already a level 2 spark of genius. And sure, they have increased anomaly speed, but decreased leadership experience gain. They would be fantastic, but sadly, not quite what we are looking for. Eshakun is a lot better, leader lifespan increased, and they have an emotional support pet! Negative traits is also reduced. They may not have a single negative trait ever in their lifehood because of how we have everything set up now. I think Eshkun is perfect. We go ahead and replace. We're gonna go ahead and hire Ezra Bale. Actually doing just fine at the moment. Ithsokun. You're level 2, you have okay traits, but I think we're gonna go ahead and replace you with Eshikun. And Istrokan, thank you for your brief services. I'm sure you can definitely find a whole bunch of... you were previously a medical worker. Well, all of your discoveries will definitely be of great use. Take your political and logistical understanding back to the medical field and bring great advancements to our medical technology. Thank you very much for serving the Empire. Any other leaders I'd like to recruit? Now, Eshmon Piles has been more than fantastic. Sure, they're an embezzler, but their gunship focus, as well as their aggressiveness and being an engineer has been fantastic in all of our naval battles. However, they are also getting old, and it is about time for Eshmon Piles to consider their own form of retirement. Do we have anybody that'd be great to replace them? Now, we do have Anatart, which, they're xenophobes, so they hate other aliens. They're not bad. They're skirmisher. So if they would be replacing the charismatic. Charismatic was great on Eshmon Piles. Sublight speed, we can make all of our ships even faster, and ship weapons damage. Or Eshmon Piles, probably a relative. xenophobe admiral from the ocean world of Corvale Prime. Oh, the brand new colony of Corvale Prime, where she previously held the position of captain. Oh, fascinating. Or Corvale Prime Hanitar. Wow, Corvale Prime really hates the Xenos, apparently. Or we can go ahead and get Eshaman, who is a militarist that is willing to learn as much as they possibly can, as quickly as they can. Ooh, all these are great traits, but I think I would like Eshmon Hyros. Or there, she is extremely young, has an emotional support pet, so she's going to live even longer, and has less negative traits, and continues being charismatic to reduce the edict upkeep and our funding for our empire. I think Eshmon Hyros is a perfect replacement for Eshmon Piles. Eshmon Piles, you've been doing fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and Eshmon Piles. Hire. We're going to go ahead and Eshmon Piles will be replaced. And the government Minister of Defense is now going to be Eshmon Piles. Eshmon Piles, it is time for you to retire. Eshmon Piles, thank you very much for your services. All of your military deeds and the defense of the Glowpearl Pies Conclave will not be forgotten. Your eternal struggle against the Chlorvinsarian hive will definitely be remembered. All of your wonderful defenses and your tactical expertise will not be forgotten. As a master tactician, it is time for you to retire. Enjoy the last of your life. Thank you very much, Private of the First Class, Eshmon Piles. Return to your home of Brealor. With that, I think that is all that we can recruit when it comes to leaders for now. As we got our scientists, we got a new governor. We'll have to get more scientists slowly over time, and we do also need to consider a replacement for our High Inquisitor, Genora, as she has been a wonderful leader. Genora is a spiritualist scientist from the ocean world of Nora, where she previously held the position of government official. She has always been a part of the government. Age 77, though, she is getting old to the point where she may soon have to be retired forcefully at age. Hopefully, we'll find a better solution. Ooh, assembling a Merovian. Interesting. That's gonna be pretty good. I didn't realize that these guys just grew each other. It's amazing. Got a free space right over here. Let's go ahead and just build that as a research lab. Well, better yet, slave processing facility. There we go. Perfect. And let's go ahead and...
Special project complete.
No. Alright, give me one moment. So we're going to go ahead and add ships, cruisers, as many as we can, and then frigates. We're going to add the rest. Corvettes are kind of just stronger at this current moment. Oh, we got cruise. They're getting big ships. Frigates. That'll be perfect. Enforce the fleet. Great. Our great scientist Bodhi Hano has passed away at the age of 85 in service of our empire. The people clamor for a memorial service to honor this leader's contribution to the Glowpearl Pies Conclave. A grand event will give everyone closure to bolster our ideals. We can let the princess mourn or erect an appropriate which, for what Bodhi Hanos remembered, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Another memorial. Your strengths will be remembered. Space Amoebas forever. The Space Amoebas, the name has stuck as the pronunciation of the average xenotax denominator is too unwieldy for the average Glowpearl, are solitary animals. When left to their own devices, but all the young specimens are accompanied by quasi-independent flagella, organisms spawned by the amoeba and programmed through liquid, RNA-laced secretions to do the bidding of the host. These flagella are capable of manipulating even attacking objects in an oppressive yet restricted range of the host, periodically returning to lodge inside the host amoeba's body for reprogramming. There are potential military applications to be found in the regenerative properties of the amoeba's thick hide or the flagella's graceful patterns of movement. Fascinating. So what I can do is retrieve tissue samples to get some technology of regenerative whole tissue, which will definitely help for a high armor setup what we've got going. The issue is, it's not quite what we're looking for, or have a permanent increase in evasion. Makes it to where all of our ships are even harder to hit, and just that's also a big boost to our corvettes. I think I'm going to go with the evasion stacking, as we can always somehow find a way to get that regenerative hull tissue. Oh, shoot, when it comes to leaders, we're going to need a new scientist, because we are missing one. Visitor. Yikes. We're going to have to get the temporary scientist over here, a Marihanation. Politician from the planet Fangnar Prime. Go ahead and continue assisted research. Perfect. And I guess government would use a brand new search. As Robale is not really the one we're looking for. We're gonna go ahead and temporarily select Marination as our head of research. Oh my goodness! Speaking of things kind of out of our control, Unity, average edicts, policies against factions, that could be doing better. But we're currently spending so much funding right over here. Why? I'm gonna go ahead and just improve priest output. That'd be great, but it's not quite what we're looking for. I don't think it's really gonna help with our empire quite as much. Dang, I need to buy.
Special project complete.
Alrighty, and the drones and their endless work of extracting ever-diminishing resources from their local planetoids makes for a somewhat dull but nevertheless informative subject of study. In fact, mining networks on Brealora could stand to learn a thing or two about maximizing mineral extraction rates while conserving energy. Additionally, we have found that the drones are not completely silent. They emit signal pings, though extremely infrequently and at a wavelength hard to isolate from background noise. If there is anyone left to receive those pings, it may be a mystery for a time. Either easy prey, where I can fight them easier, which, the looks of this, they've already been dealt with, or fascinating and improve our mining station output. Well, since we can't really kill any of them, we're going to improve our mining station output. Space. Ooh, Zero Corp right over there. Let us start heading over to here. Governor Krellaminder has leveled up. Mind you, this embezzler has stolen a lot of resources and is not quite to be trusted at the current moment, but we can make him a veteran miner to improve their minerals, and intellectual to improve the resource output on a planet, or efficient staffing for worker pop output. Alright, well, so worker pop resource output really only gives me improved energy credits, minerals, food, whereas I think at this moment I'm actually, I mean, I could just maximize minerals. really probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's go ahead and just make them mine-focused. We're going to maximize those minerals as much as we possibly can, as we probably can. And Ramus... Well, you're still using all the miners here. Once Ramus gets enough population... Getting Ausparians as well. Fascinating. Definitely going to want to consider maybe a temple in this world. I mean, we could get a clerk. I think converting a research lab to a temple for those amenities would probably be better. That will give us... it's only 4 amenities is the issue. Could be better. Yikes. Need 25 pops, we're currently only at 16. Maybe I should go ahead and just build this here temple. Fix the amenities. At least in this way. We'll also improve our unity, which is... Oh my goodness, where'd all this unity come from? Well, I'm happy with that. I guess we're gonna go ahead and continue with that then. I mean, it'll hurt science. Wow, my science has just steadily been going down. This mining world isn't really meant to research a lot anyways. So we're gonna go ahead and do that there. And speaking of doing that there, the who know what now, brown cow, it is time for us to put an end to this episode. We have finally gotten a lot more leaders. A lot of them have died off as well as retired. Not quite willingly, as they were so eager to work for the Empire, but there's only so long everybody can live. And even though I can't extend everyone's life, there's only so much we can do with the time we are given. Use that time wisely. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying this. And we'll see you in the next episode.